Hello. As usual, it seems like all my automation stuff never really works according to plan. I'm gonna have to figure this out. That's... Must have done one too many commands there. Well, hello, nonetheless. I was a bit too tired to do it last night, a live stream I mean, but I think we can have some fun tonight. I'm not sure how long, but it's going to be an adventure one way or another. I am going to figure out why that automation thing did. Okay, we're on Final Fantasy tonight. There. So, hello. Yeah, so it is Thursday night, and we are very close to the new year, 2022. So, this will probably be, without saying the obvious too much, this will be my last stream of 2021 for sure. And tonight I am going to pick up where I left off with the last stream, where the stream before the last stream. Last stream I did some OBS guide tutorial, interactive tutorial, which pretty good. I could do better. I will work on that a bit. So anyway, the stream before that we were doing shiny learning, and I got to the point where it looks like, based on some great advice from Dr. Daniel, that I probably need to venture into the world of rlang to figure out a dynamic way of, in essence, taking a snapshot of the previous app version of an app in the shiny learning workflow, and then copying that as a new starting point for like the next stage of the app. That could be stage 2, stage 3, whatever else. But I want to make it so that the user doesn't really have to think about it. Ideally, they just run a function and it's all good after that. That's the theory on paper, if you will. I don't know if that will really work. Just doing some random checks here. Okay, so we got some... Looks like everything's live. Okay, so I guess let's dive into it. Let's get to our VS Code here. Well, that part worked. I gotta figure out why that other script didn't work. Anyway, so I believe I left some to-dos in here, but we do have GitHub as well. Maybe we go there first. Got way too many windows here. Let's get dark mode going. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit in case anybody on the chat can't read that. Hi, Ellie and Hugh. Well, I turned on the lights a little early because I'm not sure how long I'll be streaming tonight. Another busy day at the house and lots of miscellaneous things happening, so gonna see how far I get tonight. I definitely don't think I will solve what I'm gonna work on tonight, but I'll get hopefully a good start. So to refresh or set the stage again, kind of like I alluded to in the open, we want to make sure that in the shiny learning package that when the user makes a new snapshot going to the next stage of the app, that it's basically, we want to deal with the user making that previous snapshot however they see fit, but we want to just parse certain pieces of that script, that module of the snapshot, grab certain bits with rlang and metaprogramming, copy that in to the new module somewhat seamlessly. So this is where, again, Daniel's advice during the a couple of streams ago gave me some functions to consider from the rlang package, and we're gonna dive into that. So I got some of the bookmarks open already, and it's probably going to be a lot of toggling back and forth, trial and error. That's how we do things here. So to start with looking at some of the general examples here. Hopefully they'll make sense. First function that Daniel recommended was parse exprs or exprs. Not sure the best way to pronounce that. Part of this family of functions to transform text into R expressions. Now, I think an expression counts as one line because I'm reading the docs here. And it says if the text you're reading in contains more than one, new lines being a way to separate it. But parse exprs can handle multiple expressions. So that might be what we go with, just to see if it works. Yes, speak of Dr. Daniel, you have arrived. Yes, we are reading the docs a little bit, basically exactly where you pointed me after the couple streams ago. And I'm just gonna kind of try this out, probably have some real fumbles along the way, but that's how we do things here. The first order of business will be to figure out how parse exprs can work with a file, but I believe the argument is okay, so X can also be an R connection, for instance, to a file. So that's probably the first thing we're going to try, is just make sure that thing works with a separate file. Okay, here we go. Back to trusty VS Code we go. What do we want to try reading first? I kind of want to do a simple example. Yeah, the errors are getting better. I think there was a blog post from Lionel Henry. I always forget how to say his name. But he's done a lot of work to make the errors even more informative than they were in the past, especially when you chain a lot of commands together. So I'm really impressed with how far rlang is going. But this is only maybe the second time I've really tried to dive into it. The first time was just using metaprogramming in a Shiny app as like part of the backend functionality. Now I'm going way beyond that for what we're about to do here. So let's kind of see what we have here. Go back to the trusty terminal. Let's see what was. Page play was my last directory. Let's look at what's in page play. Right, so the page one should just have page one.r. Okay, let's open that up. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm going for. It's gonna, these modules should only have two functions. One for the UI piece, one for the server piece, and I just want to import that to start with, just to make sure things are working. Yeah, okay, well, yeah, let's talk about that, Daniel, because if I'm going way too overboard with this, this is the time to rein me in. So Daniel's saying, before we dig in, what's the overall goal for the feature? So, I can show through example. And by the way, welcome Tan. By the way, Tan, I just read literally within the last 10 minutes your great blog post on kind of how your 2021 went, and I'm so impressed with everything you accomplished in the fantasy football space with your packages, and of course you helped me immensely this year with all of my bumbling, stumbling, fumblings of my R escapades on stream. So you had a great year, buddy. Here, cheers to an awesome 2022, where maybe I can actually be a little more coherent in coding with you all. So we'll see. So okay, back to Daniel's question. The overall goal, what I'm hoping for, Daniel, is that let's say the user is using my package, they've got one of these modules that represents the current state of the app, It may be sophisticated, it may not be, but the ideal case is that it's going to look like a typical Shiny module where you have a UI function and a server-side function. I want to be able to let the user either stick with the default of like what they call this function, or even just rename it whatever they want, have whatever code they want, and then when I have a function in the package to say, okay, take your current snapshot, your current page, and start a new page based on that existing page. That's a long way of saying that. Take the current file and make a new file out of it, but use whatever state this file was in as the starting point. Now, of course, if I was strict about what they called the file name and the functions themselves, it'd be literally a file copy, you know, duplicate of a file, and just rename certain bits. But I kind of want to make it so that it's somewhat dynamic in how the user calls all this. So this may be getting way too in the weeds here. I don't know. I just want to try this and see if it works. If it doesn't work, I'm just going to be really strict on what the user has to call these and just depend on that infrastructure. Yeah, I want to modify the file where instead of like calling it page 1 UI, I might call it page 2 UI or something like that, and keep whatever function arguments they have, if there are any, for these various things. But I do want to avoid the string replacement stuff because that always gives me problems because I'm just not good at regex and it seems a little clunky to me. Maybe it's just my opinion, being an old timer here. But I think if we can be dynamic with this, it'll make it the spirit of what I want this package to be, is to kind of get out of the user's way and simply have one function to handle the snapshotting. Probably do need to build test-driven development here. That's a good point. I've been bad about this in the past of like bolting on my tests too late. So what you're looking at here actually is one, you might say, mock-up of this. Is that, let's imagine this was the app state that they have right now, and we can use this to prototype stuff. So perhaps it is time to do some test that integration here. So let's see. First, I'm not the biggest fan of that track. I'm going to fast forward that one. Ew, that's not good either. Okay. No, not that one. Okay, there we go. Yeah, exactly. So by the way, Cedar Prince, welcome. Glad you can make it. I have read your post about your journey next year. Obviously, grad school. We are so thrilled for where you're going with this. We certainly hope you keep dropping by our friendly streams here. But since you are here, I was going to type this all up, but I'm just going to say it to you on air here. You've been really helpful to me more than you realize this year. Your streams are awesome. They're so chill, yet you're so way smarter than me on all the things you're working on. It's fascinating to kind of see your thought process and building the cool tech you're doing with Julia. And like I said, you especially have been really supportive of the things I'm doing, and obviously what you did with the 24-hour charity event with our streamer group could not have gone any better from this humble person's seat over here. So obviously best of luck to you. Definitely keep hopping in. I'll keep tabs on what you're up to, but best of luck with grad school and all that good stuff. So there we go. Okay, yep, this will get messy, so we're gonna set ourselves up for getting testing involved. So I believe I'm just gonna go by memory here. Use test that. I think it's that. Let's find out. Yay. Okay. I haven't actually run that in a while. This shows how bad I am with test-driven development. Okay, so we've got the infrastructure there. Let's do yeah, let's do use test. What the heck was that? Okay, what happened there? What? Oh, is it because I'm not in our studio? I bet that's why. No, it never made it. Okay, I need to read what that error was. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of that. You're gonna see a lot of that tonight, because I'm fumbling already. What did I do? Oh, I guess I'm not thinking clearly here. Open file must be in the R. Oh, okay. So obviously use test does not do what I expect. Okay, well. Salt the docs on this. Hi David Jackson, how are you? Hope you're doing well tonight. I've already fumbled my way and just building a darn test in my package, so we're off to a roaring start. Go to my reference. Oops. What did I do wrong? Use test. Oh, I didn't give it a name. Oh, okay. Ah! That would do it. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. I'll give it the same name as a function. This time I'm going to say open for false. This should do it. Alright, there we go. That was embarrassing already. Alright. Okay, now we got our infrastructure here. By the way, Daniel, yeah, I saw your messages about, yeah, your wrist and all that. I'm sorry to hear that. I remember it was about a couple years ago, maybe? I can't remember when it started, but I remember my right wrist was having a lot of pain because I wasn't having the best, like, wrist alignment with my mouse. And I ended up experimenting with one of those vertical mice that you kind of hold like when you're shaking somebody's hand. And it did work a bit, so I have that upstairs when I work upstairs, and then I have the conventional mouse when I'm down here. Yeah, so it was a mouse problem, yep. So I think I'm better now, but I try to alternate. Of course, my hope would be eventually that I can become a keyboard shortcut ninja and not have to use the mouse very much and be like a true Vim wizard. I'm not there yet, so maybe in the future. Maybe in the future. Alright. Now, I think when we test files, we put them in the same directory as test stat. I guess we can try that. I'm just going to copy that page one function or that script over here. Let's see, where am I? Yeah, you guys set up a split keyboard. That's awesome. I've always been tempted to try, just haven't pulled the trigger yet. But I am loving my little launch keyboard from System 76 right now. It's a joy to type on. I'm going to be all over the place tonight, but I figure I'll show it on camera one more time because I think it's a load of fun here. Have one of my Linux stream friends figure out when my phone camera thing wasn't working well with Video Ninja, so I forgot to put the broadband back on because I'm a Wi-Fi network on because I'm a moron. And of course I just screwed up my phone here. There we go. Bear with me a second. Okay. That is this lovely guy right here. I don't like numpads on the right side. That was another factor, is I kept using keyboards that had numpads on the right, so it would shift my mouse like way over here, and that would kind of make my wrist, yeah, sorry, too close, make my wrist kind of bad alignment. But now it's like right near the armrest or whatever, so yeah, anyway, okay. Back to this. Okay, I gotta put that aside. There we go. Okay, so I think I want to copy that to my test that. Let's put it here. Okay, good. So all right. First, I just want to make sure I can actually run test that like normal. Is it dev tools? Is it test? Let's just see what happens when I do this. Yep, okay, so the test worked. It was just the default one. Just want to make sure I didn't mess that up in my fumblings here. Okay, so now I have no idea what we're gonna call this, but we're gonna probably do multiple tests for this. Import file works. I have no idea. I'm gonna call this. Okay. By the way, we're on power mode again. I've left it on. If that's too distracting for y'all, let me know. I just think it's kind of fun. The VS Code, the extension for power mode. Alright. I want to be preemptive on whatever shenanigans can occur when you use external files of test that. Oh yeah, our hub, yeah. Just want to make sure I'm not doing anything silly here. Using other files. I have no idea what all that means. All files under test that and its subfolders are available to your test. Okay, so, alright, so we should be... Oh. Ooh, okay, maybe I need to do that. Test that test path. Okay, create a file under here. Test that test path. Oh, that may be for creating files, maybe. Oh, okay, well. I'm probably making it too complicated already. So, back to the rlang fun. I need to refresh my memory here. Where is it? Now, it said X can be a R connection, so we're gonna just try that. And that's being descriptive of the names right now. Rs, EXPRS. Is it con the function for connections? Is it? No. No. I see this code all the time. It's rare that I write it. Connection to the file. Oh, it's just file. Okay, what am I doing here? Let's see. Not actually doing anything yet other than just making sure import works. The powered bomb out. Oh, empty test. Oh. Ah. Okay, I guess I have to do something with it. Well, what do I want to... For this, I want to make sure that the return object actually has stuff in it, so I guess I need to refresh my memory on expectations. I'm gonna kind of come at this from somebody who hasn't done packages in a while, just to see how they talk about this in Hadley and Jenny's book here, just because I'm actually I'm gonna talk about testing more next year in my internal R forum at day job, so I want to make sure I have this. Okay, expect something. Okay, so I gotta look at all the different expectations here. Okay, let's refresh our memory here. No, this is good. I'm just slow because I haven't done it in a while, and I think it will make my life a lot easier. And frankly, there could be something, I don't want to jinx it yet, that I might get involved with next year. Again, I can't jinx it yet because it's a really promising thing if it works, where I want to make sure I'm competent with testing in both a package context and a Shiny context. So stay tuned. Okay, let me just look at test that again and see what our expectations are. So yeah, Tan, it's kind of like renaming things, but I want to make it so that it's not that I want the user to have like their freedom to structure their module the way they want, and that I have one function that takes the UI and server code for that module, no matter what it's called, and then copies that to a new file and just renames the way the function is called, so that it's a separate module, but it's basically the same code inside to start with. And then the user said, and then my package says, okay, here you go. Here's your next snapshot. Edit it the way you want. I'm trying to be maybe too fancy with this, but we will find out the hard way, I guess. All right, I want an expectation that like it's something there just to start with. Expect visible, expect length. So I can expect. Well, I mean, it's the stuff in the file, but I wanted to not do the file just in a strict copy paste because I didn't want to do string replacements with this. I wanted, oh, the indentations, huh? Okay, I guess we'll find out as we go. Guess we could do, there's no expectation for an object being empty or not. I'm trying to figure out if I'm just missing it here. Because that's what I just want to start with. I don't want output. Expect S4, expect type. Turn a vector. Expect. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, this could go horribly wrong. Expect, no, did I miss that? Yeah, I don't see it in here. Is that a new addition to test that? Yeah, I mean, we would definitely style it afterwards. That's like the... If I get everything else working, that's going to be a piece of cake. And I thought there was an expectation for no. Do I have an outdated version of test that on here? Let me double check. Where am I? No, not there. Thought I had... Oh, I don't have test stats package. Alright, let's zoom in on that a bit. Let's do a search. Nope, there's no expect no. I'm surprised by that. Okay, I guess we could do expect length greater than or equal to 1? I don't know, that seems awfully odd. Okay. Well, we'll make it work. Or that, yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. We could do expect true. Yeah, they did say in the docs that expect true is kind of like the catch-all. And we can just do that here, just keep it simple. So let's, where am I? Oh, I guess I need to load test that into my session so I get the autocomplete. Okay. Expect true. That is the null snapshot contents. I think that will work. Really? Did I miss it? Let me see. I was on test stat. This is the... I was looking in the reference, unless I don't document it in the new version, but unless, well, wait, maybe they didn't refresh the package downside. Let's take a look here. Let's see what the news has. Anything in here? Yeah, what's going on here? That's from a while back. What am I missing? Yeah, 3.0. That gotta be 3.0, right? Yeah, 3.1.0. What is going on here? Oh, it is here. Oh, okay. I'm befuddled, but okay. No, I don't want it to be null. Yeah, it probably will. I think our studio help file did not, or help documentation did not. Yeah, it's there. Okay, well, that was another silly thing. Now, if I want it to be the opposite, do I just put the exclamation point in front? Like, can you do this? Because I don't want it to be null. I want it to be non-null. I don't know if they had like a toggle here somewhere. Okay, yeah, I'm reading the page right now. Let me see if there's any... Oh, I see what you mean. So, okay, I see what you mean. So on the package downside, they didn't update that reference site, or the reference index. Okay, yeah, maybe it's just a refresh thing. So... Okay, well actually... So this is kind of like, I want the opposite of this, so I gotta figure out if this will bottom out. I guess we'll see. Hey, if nothing else, I help find a bug in the test that docs, or the package downside, so. Alright, let's see if this actually does anything. Okay, we got failures here. Invalid argument type. Yeah, I don't think I'm allowed to do this, but let's see what happens when we... Let's just see if that does anything. Load that again. Okay, failed. Actual is a list, so it actually did work. So that's ironic. Alright. But again, maybe I'm still rusty with test that. How do I trick it to say I want the opposite of this? Like, I want it to be not expect. Do I have to just do a different expectation, or like, I'll think about it a bit. But if nothing else, we've got the importing actually works. I'll go back to that in a little bit. Oh, do I have to, I can put more than one test in a single file, I think. Yeah, I think I can. We'll find out. I don't know what to call this. Oh, that's true. Yeah, we could just... I'll just keep building on this, yeah. I'm gonna comment this one out because now I just want to make sure it doesn't go bogus because it's not null. One, just curious what you all do with this is that, yeah, I'm building these tests now, but I can't, like, I guess I could put a browser in it, right? Maybe I'll just do that. I want to be able to actually inspect what the heck I'm doing as I go through this. So I want to actually see what this looks like, so I'm just gonna put the browser there. Let's see if this actually works. Let's put me in. Oh, cool, it does. Okay. Nice. Alright, so let's just run this because I didn't do any code afterwards. Let's see what this thing looks like. Okay, I didn't get the very fancy viewer I like in the debugger, but it got... So it got the two functions. They're here. Now the key is when we got these, I mean, this is the ideal case. We have a separate list element. Well, we have, is it two separate lists? Like, okay, I mean, yeah, we have a list of two things. Okay, so we have element 1, element 2, one for the UI, one for the server. Okay. Okay, so back to our rlang adventures where we've got the expressions. Now what do we do with this? Yeah, we have a list of expressions, so I got to, I want to see if there's a way to, okay. Yeah, this is a vignette called Defusing Our Expressions. I remember reading this the other night and thinking I might be able to grab stuff from here. Like this language object, I want to explore that a bit, because that's what these two elements are. Just gonna... What does that mean? That's a heck of a class. It's the assignment operator. What happens if I just print this? Okay, it just prints it the way it did it, but to Tan's point, oh no, that's just a tag list. That's going to be kind of useless. Let's see what this looks like when we print it. Oh, it prints pretty well. I mean, it's got basically the same formatting, except for no spaces in between, or no blank lines in between. But it got it. But I want to figure out how do I guess, parse this expression now, because I feel like I'm on the right track. We just gotta parse the function name out of it. Wonder if there's any let's go back to the reference here. Diffuse function arguments. We've got... What does this do? Oh, but... That's a little over my head right now. I want to go back to parsing this. Like, what is the object that we're getting here? An expression. Oh, so it is an expression. Okay. So I guess the question now is, if I have one of these, how do I like further parse these two expressions? I believe that's what they are. Let me just, whoops, no, don't do that. I want to save one of these as an object just to play with it a bit. Well, what I want, Tan, is a way to dynamically, from what I just parsed, like what you see here in these two list objects, I want to grab this in an isolated way without string extraction. That's my hope. I don't know if it's possible or not. If it's not, then that's one thing. But I wanted to just grab what they called it here. And then also at some point grab the rest of the function code. So that's what I was trying to see, like what class is this, each of these elements here, so that I know what to do with them. I'm going to save it as a temp variable just to get going here. That's a bizarre class name for it. Well, the user could do... Oh, you mean for the... In my function to do this? Well, what I wanted to do, I mean, I'll show you where it was here. It was meant to be, again, this is me being probably too ambitious, that they could have a function called snapshot shinylearning. The path would be automatically based on the working directory, which should be the case. But then the only optional argument would be the file to base the snapshot on. And if it wasn't specified, it would automatically grab the last module file, last modified module file. So maybe it's a second one, a third one, a fourth one, and it would use that as a starting point. So the user, my hope, doesn't have to add very much in here. It would simply be kind of calling this almost with no arguments just for the default behavior, but they could customize where the snapshot is going from to the new one. That's kind of what I'm hoping for here. So this is kind of what I put in my notes when we last left off a couple weeks ago, is I want to get the function names and the UI and server part, recreate those with new names, say putting like a suffix of 1, 2, 3 or whatever on it, and then write it back out to a file, but keep the arguments the same, keep the body of the function the same. So that's why I'm wondering if this is just going too crazy here. I'm just kind of curious what happens when I print that out. Well, so I gotta figure out, is this really an expression object or not? Because I feel like it should be. But what can I do with an expression? Let's see. A set of objects that can be obtained from parsing R code. Symbolic objects. Syntactic literals. Well, gosh, that's... Okay, let's just see if is expression works. Just gonna load our lang people. Alright. Is expression. And this was... So it is an expression. Good, good. But I need to determine if it's one of these two, I guess. Just trying out. It is, okay. Well, what was the other one? Is syntactic literal. I doubt this will work. Never mind. There we go. Okay, so we are in this realm here. Okay, is symbolic, returns true, replaced by their value during... So, like, I don't care about any of this stuff. I'm literally doing it just for the text of it, in a sense. But let's see... Oh, wait a minute. Should I use the lobster package to dive into this further? Or not? Okay, let's... I don't want to evaluate it. I want to just get what is in them. Well, I'm sure it's definitely not the same. You would think string replacement. So yeah, okay. Well, I mean, that is the plan B. It's in my... That is... I will go to it if I have to. I just was trying to be a little too cute with this. That's my plan B here, is import everything as a string and detect function names. We can try lobster. Why not? Should have it here. Hope I do.
What a load of garbage.
No, I don't, obviously. Okay, we're gonna live dangerously here first. This is the one project I don't do RM for, so this could bomb out. Let's see. I better get out of the debugger mode.
There's a 68.71% chance you'll life.
Okay, let's get that out of here. Okay, back to normal. Let's try this. I always have to do the whole darn Docker container again. I don't want to do that. Okay, good. We got it. All right. I you know that. Let me parse that a little bit, Tan. I think that is that's actually a great point. So what you would do is, yeah, copy the file over, source the file in the new environment. I like that idea. To get all the creative function names as text, then string replace the function names with your new function names. Maybe that is the way we go. I'll give this another little bit of a shot, but I like your idea. It makes a lot of sense. You guys are gonna take wagers on how soon do I tap out of this rlang escapade? You're gonna have fun with that. Okay, now we got lobster in here, so just make sure that. Yep, we got it. Okay. Let's. Okay, let's import it, and then we're gonna see if lobster does anything fun with it. And I must have missed the parenthesis, of course. There we go. Alright, let's see if this works. Let me AST. That didn't quite go as expected. Just gave me the name of the thing back. Let's see if lobster has any hints in their documentation. So I think the reason is because my thing is, well, I wonder if I have to like quote it or something like that. Yeah, the full expression to evaluate. Okay. Ooh, yeah, that's kind of icky. This may be way too much effort for this. Yeah, I'm seeing what you're saying, Daniel. It may not be useful here at all. So if there's no clever way with rlang to get the object it's assigning to the name of that and then the function stuff, then we're going to go the string route. What was that? SX. Oh, inspect an object. Yeah, why not? Okay. Can't hurt. Again, so helpful. No, that's probably not gonna work. Yeah, C code, right, yeah. Because rlang does it. Yeah, no worries, Daniel. If you've got other things to do, that's absolutely fine. Like I said, this may end up being way too much overkill and too ambitious for what I really want to do here. I'm just curious if there's any way to, like this expression object, is there any way a very silly Google search. Well, we all talk about advanced R in the Discord. Maybe it's time we go into here. Okay. Yeah, we've gone through. We know we have an expression. Is the symbols. How do I get the symbol? Yeah, yeah, you're right. The assignment operator is an operator. Yeah, it's a function technically. I know that from my old days. Yeah, I mean, that's the bottom line, Tan. It's basically we have, say, whatever this one is called, these set of functions, copy them over, but rename them so they don't conflict with the previous file, and somehow indicates that this is like a next stage of the app. So for the default template you see here, I just default to calling it page 1, as in like page 1 of however many. And then the next one, if I wanted to snapshot this file, would be going to page 2 and just have everything in here the same. The only thing different, the name of the function. So this is easy if I just tell the user, you better call it page 1 UI and page 1 server, or page 2 UI, page 2 server, and if you deviate from that, you're kind of sunk. But I wanted to be nice and give them flexibility. But again, could be one of those things I can't be flexible for. So for perspective, when Golem, you tell Golem to add a module to a Golem app, it just has a default template that it takes from no matter what. You can't like feed in like the start a module from an existing module thing. They don't do that. Not that they ever wanted to. So I'm going above and beyond what they do. So what you're saying, yeah, so the dots are starting to get more connected here. Let me highlight that. So basically when we source this page script in a new environment, that will actually create the functions, and then we can just capture the names of those in the environment itself, then rename it, then write it back out. Maybe that's the way we go. That could be the way we go here. So, and honestly, for my experience, that's way more achievable than the rlang route, when I'm not even using rlang for its intended purpose. Okay, so if we do ls but all names equal true, I always just do ls on its own, but that's a good trick. Let's just compare here. I don't think this will change anything for what I'm doing here. Yeah, it's still the same stuff, but I can see where that would be helpful in the invocation that you're talking about here. Okay, so why not all dot names will capture functions created with a dot. Okay. I've actually, in all my years of building R packages or apps or whatever have you, I've never created hidden functions. I think I should do that sometime. But okay, let's experiment with sourcing this file in a separate environment. Now, I think the first step is to create the new environment, I believe. Okay. Yeah, you're spot on with the gotchas that could happen here. Is that we're hoping that the user doesn't do other actual computations in the file. You know, there's got to be a point where I have to tell the user, if you have business logic in your pages here, that's got to be a separate file, whether you like it or not. I do see your point though, and I gotta that could break things immensely if they start doing that. Good grief, yeah. It all sounded good on paper, but then when you dive into it, it definitely a lot of issues to solve. Okay, let's do a little refreshing our memory here. So local or an environment. Okay, so that's the key, is that we're gonna create an environment on the fly. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna check that out, Tan. Thank you for that. Let me take a look here. Well, that is bizarre. When I open that link from OBS, oh, that's hold on, I know where you're going. Yeah, let me pull that up on my end. All right, advanced R. You're in chapter 20. Application source. Oh, yeah, okay, let's see this. Oh yeah, the infamous eval function. Eval parse text equal. That was what I did many years. Okay, let's see what. Combining eval with parse expert. Oh, that's what we were just doing in rlang. Okay. Oh, that's slick. Okay. Okay, so they just evaluated it in a new environment. I see what you're saying. If we can check what it's doing, although string search that there's a function. Yeah. That could work. That could work. We just go through all the expers here and then see, is there a function call in it? So it's not, so like this part here is basically what I did already, but we would have to modify this a little bit to check what we're, yeah, exactly, because sourcing it, like, I don't want it to run the code. I just want to inspect it. So I feel like what you're saying in this example from Advanced R is kind of more up my alley here. And then we're evaluating that in the custom environment. Intriguing. Let's copy that just as reference and put it in. Yeah, and if we see it, it is a function. Oh, wow. Yeah, the new syntax in R. Yeah, for creating functions. Now, this is interesting. I wonder how many people who develop Shiny apps are using that new syntax for functions. I can tell you I'm certainly not, but I'm by far one of the oldest timers of like Shiny users from day one that never had that available to. Oh, you do? Okay, well, there you go. Oh, okay. Well, it's not for modules. Okay. That would be next level if you did that. Okay, so I can replicate this a little bit. Snapshot. Contents. Now, okay, so they just assign that somewhere. Hey Jackie, how are you? Welcome. Yeah, I'm in an rlang rabbit hole here, and I'm getting some great help from Tan and Daniel already. Oh my gosh, Daniel seems to have something. I'm gonna take a quick look on our friendly Discord here. Real-time development. Oh my, well, let's take a look at this, folks. This looks pretty snazzy here. Let's get a new file going. Don't want to put it there. We're gonna put this. Okay. Yeah, well, I just want to see this for myself. Yeah, let's take a look here. So if we have a simple function, that, and of course it prints like that, and then we do parse expert, which was just like what we were doing, and then the first is the assignment operator, second is this, third is this. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly the 2 and the 3 are what I'm interested in. And then call to, you basically, yeah, exactly. The assignment's always first because the assignment operator is a function. And then you give a new function name and then the rest of it. So let's see what that does. Call. It's a heck of a syntax there. Then eval tidy, I don't know what that did, but the key here would be, once I have this new call, to write it back out and make it look like this, but instead of be like new function name assign function xy. So how do I get it from this new call over to that? But I see, well, that's pretty good, because then I can augment that with what I'm doing already. So I feel like I feel like this is attainable. Now, what was interesting to me is that when I did parse exprs, the expression was just like the whole thing. But when you do parse expr on the function itself, you get what I was expecting to get is like all these components separately. So maybe just out of curiosity, why am I not getting that for this? Or do I have to do parse expr on each element of this? Quickly, this is really getting nuts. Let's save this for I forget. Like that's close, I feel. Okay, let's try this again. So when we do this, I'll show you what I mean, is that it put all this in one thing. I don't want it to be one thing. Well, let's have fun here. RCXPR, snapshot, contents.
I got so many problems, I don't even know where to begin here.
Well, that didn't work, did it? Must be a character vector. Oh, gross. Okay. Or an R connect. Yeah, because going back to your example, you had it like it's a little perplexing. Like, how do I get parse expers? That's bizarre. What happens if I do parse expert on the whole thing? Will this bomb out?
Crap.
Yeah, it did. Okay. How do I... I mean, the really silly thing to do would be we run like with snapshot contents. We write each of these out to a temp file and then re-import that with parse expr. Boy, that seems like a lot of overkill, doesn't it? But is that what we have to do? Kind of icky. Anything I'm missing here? Seems not quite what I need it to do, doesn't it? See, when you do parse expers, it treats each line, well, not each line, but I guess each component as the expression, and the component here being like the UI is one component, server is the other. It doesn't quite get the nice format that you had in your snippet where it got so what was it? In your example, we can grab each of these pieces as the individual thing. So that's kind of And I don't want the user to have to do separate files for the UI and the server. That makes no sense from a module standpoint. Usually for modules, we keep it self-contained. So, okay, I'll pressure my memory here on a few things. Going back to what we were going to explore here, we're kind of in the same boat here. We have this individual slot in the expers, or in this case snapshot contents, and we want to grab the stuff out of it. I need to read the website again. That oh, you got a new one. Okay. Let's see what this does. Okay. Love that power mode just for simple comments. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's try this. There we go. I get the right one. Yeah. Yeah, this should not have any issues, but let's see. Yep, that definitely works. You've got, yeah, 30 as the output. Now again, just to recap here, maybe I can test a theory out here. If you had two functions in the same file, and you want to do this kind of thing, but you can't because parse expert only works when you have one function, one expression in there. Well, what I was showing earlier is that in that module file, when I get like the first and second elements, it doesn't give me this nice delineation of the assignment operator, the function name, and the function body itself. Like, it doesn't give me that, which is, that's what I'm scratching my head about, right? Oh gosh, no, right? Oh no, right? I know. Oh, don't scare me like that. Well, let's do a test here. And create a new file. Okay, I'm just gonna this. So it's basically the same function, just renamed it. Okay. Now this is extra file. Oh, you beat me to it already, huh? So, oh, you got it to work. How did? Then why do I get mine to work? Okay, but I'm gonna take your word for it. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this is now, okay, let's see. Expert one, yeah, this is exactly my situation. And EX is, yes. Wait, have I been this silly this whole time? Oh, fuck. I didn't even bother to check. I assumed it was just the whole darn thing. Oh my, oh my. Well, there's your rip for the evening for sure. I feel I need to just trigger that myself.
What a load of garbage.
Okay. I will, we're We're much farther along. Alright, I have a question though. If you were running this in our studio, would you have detected that one of these two things had more than one element inside? Because if you did, then it's just me having to fail because of VS Code not being transparent about it. But maybe I'll try that another time. But anyway, we are definitely on the right track here. So, go back to our example here. I'm legit having fun with this. Like, you all are making it so much fun. And, and it may seem like small code here, but this is really, really helpful to me. Okay, yeah. Well, we will write lines eventually. We may not have to do string replacement. That's the best part of this, is that if this this tactic works, let's split this to the other side. Look at our example here. Yep, okay. Now we're in this for loop. We'll convert this to map eventually. Let's see, I forgot what I have here. Yeah, I got everything here. Okay. So let's. I'll clean this up in a little bit, but. Well, I is the thing. Okay. This will be 2. I'm just gonna message this. New ethics. I'm just gonna do this a string right now. Well, yeah, right, Tam. We are swapping it. I'm just gonna test swapping it with something here, and then. Oh, we should keep the notation with the example that Daniel had. And then RHS. And this is I3. Not the window manager for all you Linux enthusiasts. Haha. And then call. The assignment operator. That's HS or HS. Whoops. And then now this call here is what we eventually want to write to a file. Well, thanks, Tam, for coming, and thanks for your great advice. I am probably going to close up here in a little bit myself, but you and Daniel tag teaming on this one. This is much welcome help here. Love it. Have a good night, buddy. I guess we can see what this call looks like as we do this. Okay, let's see what happens when we run this. Oh, I forgot when I'm in a browser, loops do nonsense things. No reason why I shouldn't do loops. Okay, let's get out of this. We're gonna per map, per walk it for now. Alright. What kind of odd song is this? I thought I had a playlist going. There we go. Alright. This is not I anymore, this is dot X. Okay, that should do it. Put the browser after this. Get rid of that. Okay, let's see if this does a trick. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't be trivial, but I'm just curious what will happen here. Well, that was bizarre. What did I do wrong there? So it said page 1 UI. Oh. I replaced the wrong thing, didn't I? Let's see. I need to... Oh, I screwed up. I screwed up, I think. Hold on. Let's see what, Okay. Let's try that again. I'm not gonna print the call itself. Let's see if I mess this up somehow. Did I screw up here? Hold on. I just want to grab this stuff first. Oh gosh, no wonder. Okay, maybe that was the problem. So it thinks... Hold on, I gotta... Curious, it seems like I messed something up, but I'm not sure what I messed up. Okay, let's clear this. Let's see, what did I mess up here? Whoops. Page 1 UI, that's the object name. Oh, I want to do this differently for UI versus servers. Okay. Yeah, oh man, this is more bizarre by the minute. Here, I only want to rename this part. Well, actually, in both cases, I want to rename that part. What am I making this too hard on myself? We keep everything else the same. I'm just going to make this make more sense. Ooh. If I did think of doing it in this one shot. The reason I'm grimacing here is because unless I enforce the user to have a suffix of UI and a suffix of server on these function names, I need to be able to name them intelligently. So there might end up being some restrictions on what they can use as names here. So that I should just call this page 2 underscore UI, page 2 underscore server, or whatever that new function name is. So this is going to be a little gnarly. But I suppose I could be strict on what the convention for naming the function. Then it works if I split by the underscore. Oh, good. Okay, I see what you're doing there. Okay, you're writing them all out with stuff. Okay, I see. Right now, I'm gonna take a slight diversion from that escapade because right now I want to split this by the underscore and only modify this part here. So I think it's like this. I always forget. Okay, so let's see. I'm sorry, the power mode's getting too distracting. We're gonna get rid of that for now. Back to normal, folks. When I'm doing massive writing, it gets a little distracting. Okay, so Let's make sure I got this correct. Good. Got it. It should be UI server. Okay, so this means that now I can do a simple paste. Image. And then we're going to bring this back. I think this will do the trick. Let's see. Ah. How do we do? You know what's happening? It's missing the assignment op. Oh, because it's the call print. Okay, I need to. Yeah, this is. I know this is one of my most gnarly wall calls ever. I always get fooled by the printout of this, so I need to go to your code now and experiment with writing this out to a file. Oh, you right. Okay, convert it to a string. Okay, let's do that. Yeah. Good idea. Let's see what this print says. Ah! Wrong key, wrong key, wrong key. Okay. Still, then, you see what's happening here? For some reason for me, it's putting that assignment operator on the left, not putting it in between. That is. Oh, I see. When you write the file. Oh, okay, I got it. I'm just gonna experiment with that. Okay. I see. All right. Oh, I printed the wrong one. Yeah, gosh. Let's see if that does any better. Just new lines here so I don't mess up. Yeah, 213. Yeah, I'm gonna see if it does the same thing here. Yeah, okay. It doesn't really matter when you convert the character. Yep, I'm gonna form it and then print it, and then yeah. I'm never gonna copy your code here. It's gonna call this. Okay. Let's see what happens. Now I know what will happen in the beginning is that this will overwrite it on the second call. But I'm okay with that because we can change that part later. That's trivial. Let's give it a shot.
Computer, you do that?
What did I screw up? Error cannot open the connection. Yeah, I know. Let's see, did it write anything? Hold on. I don't know what snaps is there for. Oh, that's bizarre. So what is our... Oh, I'm in test that. That's why. Okay. Yeah. Let's just not be fancy here. Okay. Yeah, I'm still in the browser, and it thinks my working directory is in here because I'm in test that mode. That's okay. I know how we clean this up later. This is just getting this working now. Now that should have... But where is it? I need to refresh the view. There it is. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Okay, we are on the right track, I think. But this is where I would do, yeah, something fancy here. Let's try that again. You have literally, you are the MVP's short selling how awesome you've been tonight, Daniel. This is amazing work, amazing. Okay, let's see what that looks like now. Yep, that is okay. We are the dominoes are falling in place. This is right near where we want to be, and then once we have it in this, okay, so let's fix one thing first. Now, hold on. Now just to clear out an easy, hopefully easy thing is that when I am in this loop, if you will, no matter for loop or not, when I write to this file, I don't want it to overwrite it the second time. I want to append it if it's not there yet. Now, I don't think the file function has a way to append it. And I didn't see it for write lines either. Maybe I didn't look carefully enough. Text con sep. Oh, because we're closing it at the end of... Oh, okay, I think I know. We can't close it here. We need to do this outside the loop, I think. Oh, sync as well, yeah. Oh man, that takes me back. I remember doing sync as one of the very first things I did for file operations in R years and years and years ago. Okay, let's get rid of the file first. They're gone. Okay. Refresh that. Yep. There we go. New file. And we are not doing anything with the file in terms of closing it until we're done. Let's see. It's appropriate that at this stage of the stream, if you will, we are listening to the final battle of Final Fantasy VI with Kefka. Alright, let's see. Nope. It still overwrote it. That's okay. Maybe we do the sync route after all. Okay, well, worth a try. I must be missing something. That should have worked. Well, right lines doesn't, but right. Oh, okay. So you're thinking this. But that's Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So what you're thinking is this should be swapped for right. And then file. I'm just gonna name these out just to be safe. And then append equal true, yep. Okay. Okay. So right lines is basically a convenient wrapper for right, if I am grokking this correctly. Makes sense. Okay. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I know exactly. First I wanna... Oh, okay, it was already closed. Okay. We're just gonna... Let's just get rid of it here. Here we go. Oh, I see. It's amazing. The part that should be the easiest, I'm getting tripped up on. That's hilarious. Okay, so first I forked this somehow. Yeah, it because I think right is not as intelligent as right lines, so right lines is actually quite good. Now what we could do, we build this exactly, and that's what we should do in practice, right? Is that this? Yeah. You and I are thinking the same thing here. Yep. Now that we've verified this, we're gonna say, and this becomes a map instead. And then we're gonna just take this as the object that we return. And let's, yeah, exactly. This will be much easier to test after we're actually making sense of all of this. So, okay. So this becomes right. New file contents. Just copy the rest of this. Actually, we can just go with the right lines again, which we know didn't port things. That was... Now here... Okay, I guess we'll find out. I'm curious if the sep should be a new line instead of a blank space, but we'll find out. Okay, first, let's see if this works. Yeah, don't worry about that warning. Okay, the first element, page 2 UI, that and that. Yep, perfect. Page 2 server, that assign, and then the function name. Oh, I see. Yeah, I got you. Okay, yep. So let's try it. Better get this going again. And then... Oh. What? Oh, con. Ay. Okay. Well, let's just see what happens when we do the space first. I got it.
Well, I'll fix that.
Ah. It is a character, right? Oh, wait, it's a list. It's a list of two things. Oh. I need to... It's not per map, it's per map CHR. Let's see what happens when we do that. I don't think it'll work, but let's find out.
I got so many problems, I don't even know where to begin here.
Yeah, because it's multi-vec. I'm making this way too hard. Yeah, they unlist. Yeah, we're gonna unlist it after the fact. Yep. Back to normal. I'll change the names later. Not too bad. Okay, let's see this inside. Yes, that's more like it. Okay. Well, you know, pretty close, but yeah, that's the way it is for me. Usually what we think is the easiest part ends up the time-consuming part. But we're there. We're almost there. Alright, let's see what that gave us. Now, it thinks there's an error here, and I bet I know why. Yep, because this should be on a separate line. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Okay. We're darn close now. We are silly close here. The key here is to have another element of the list in between these. Like, in other words, the first list element is all this stuff. Line 26. Yes, you're exactly right. That would be by far the easier way to do it. Yep. You got it. Let's close our connection. Try that again. Let's see what it looks like. Something looks suspicious, but we'll find out. Let's see. All right. Woohoo! It worked! It worked! Even though it's not tidy yet, it's valid code. It's valid code, buddy. Yay. Oh, that's awesome. If I had my soundboard configured, I'd do the victory jingle right now. Oh, amazing stuff, Daniel. You are the rescuer here. This is awesome. Okay, I need to tidy this up a bit. So basically, everything we put in this little test thing here needs to go into my actual function instead. But I'm gonna just lift it over and then we'll get it in there. Oh, you mean the new one? Yeah, let's see. Yeah, good call. Ah, that's a good. Yep, no issues at all. Should have our page. Wait a minute. Wait, why didn't it? Yeah, good enough. Yeah, it's there. No errors. So yeah, it is valid code. I'll just run it in here just to be safe. But yeah, yeah, it's all here. Everything's here. Let's check it out. Yep, everything's here. You know, the reason is I'm in the browser. When you do a source in a browser, I think it puts it somewhere else. But when I just source it, like highlight the lines, it definitely is there. So we know it's there. So we've got it. Like we have it. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Good. So I need to figure out where I put my. This is the function. So we're going to keep all this here, and then I'm going to clean up the formatting a little bit. Let's get everything we learned. Into this. Okay. I'm gonna comment this so that future me will understand what the heck we just did. Well, see, that was the whole reason I wanted to do this, Daniel, is that first, I'm terrible at regex. Second, it's very brittle in my experience unless everything is exactly according to plan. If somebody does something gnarly with it, and sure enough, there are some things that could happen here down the road, but it's good enough with the rlang approach because we're letting, it's kind of like the old cliche, let the data inform you, like be a, dynamic approach based on the data. We're being dynamic based on how the user wrote the function. The only requirement that we're going to have is that when the user has these functions, that they have a suffix UI and a suffix server at the end for the UI and server module pieces respectively, so that I can put those back after the renaming. That's the one thing that could be trouble down the road, but I think I can manage that. So, okay. So I'm gonna put another to do here. Make this dynamic based on user requesting a specific snapshot app or default to the latest or current snapshot. Don't need that here. Just putting a whole bunch of to-dos here because I will forget if I don't. Yeah, I definitely will. Like all the code snippets that you sent are going into either a vignette or at least in the GitHub issue to start with. Yeah, I'm gonna update that in a little bit. Yeah. Right, file name dynamically. I'll keep those commented out for now. Get that. Put that here. Back to character. Vector. File. Okay, we've got it. We've got it. We're going to... This may end up being redundant here. Oh wait, that is needed. That is needed. The reason that's needed is that if we go back to this, we do a separate directory for each page, so that is needed. So I just need to explain what I'm doing here. Okay. Okay. I think I've got that the way I want. And now, we're going to GitHub. So we can keep this. Your snippet is going into the repo. Get my mouse back. Okay. So progress. History. By the way, Daniel, what's your GitHub ID? I want to tag you in this because you deserve credit for it. This snippet. Bye. Us. Oh, it is the same as your other one. Okay, yep. That should be it. Alright. Yes. All the way there. Okay, I will put that in. Thank you for that. Let's make sure the issue... Yep, code looks good. I will copy that link now. Thank you. In case anybody's watching the VOD of this. Oh, it doesn't let me do that. Okay, never mind. Copy this. Okay. That is in. So once I tidy up the rest of the bits, then I'll have everything set. But obviously this was the hardest part we have solved. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Because honestly, the rest of the package, after we get this point, it's pretty straightforward. Because then it's just up to the user to put the module in the brochure framework. Well, actually, I'm handling it for them. They just have to run the app, and then it'll show up as like another tab in their main UI. And I always knew this package was going to be helpful, but this could be extremely helpful based on something that could occur later next year. Again, don't want to jinx it, but it may end up being very valuable for me personally in that setup. So, okay, we are now top the 2-hour mark. I want to make sure I commit everything before I close up shop here. I can clean up the file later. I just want to get it in there now. I've learned that sometimes I get too cute with making every commit pretty and every commit fancy right in the development mode, but now I just don't care. I just want to commit it all and then we'll clean it up afterwards. So. Not too bad, and it wasn't a Docker fail like that other time, so. Add test setup and okay, find this snapshot function. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Whew. That was fun. You know, I knew it was going to be an adventure, but yeah, that was 2 hours well spent. I am going to sleep better now because I've been actually irked that I haven't made any progress on this since my vacation, basically. The whole family thing and other stuff. And oh, well, since you're here, Daniel, I'll leave you with this. So. My mom's here. She hasn't been in. I haven't actually seen her in person for over 2 years because of the, pandemic stuff. And I got her a new laptop from System 76. And it came with Pop OS, but she doesn't really like it that much because I used to have her on an older laptop. Yeah, I don't think she. That'd be hilarious. She knows about my channel. I'm not sure if she's watching tonight. I gave her another laptop, like an older one, a while back, and I had Ubuntu Mate on it. Do you honestly think I would do something that way? But to make a long short of it, I wiped out Pop OS. And then I put on Ubuntu Mate because, again, I'm friends with the developer of that, Martin Winpress, and I know who to talk to if things break on that one. But she loves it. She loves it. It's a nice laptop. It's called a Pangolia or something like that. Or maybe a different one. Now I forgot which one I got her. It was like a year or two ago. But yeah, she's on modern hardware now. And here's where bringing it back to what we talked about today. You want to know what she wants to learn now? She wants to learn how to do programming and data science with R. Music to my ears, right? So we threw on R and R Studio on last night. And now I gotta find her some tutorials other than say, watch your son. I don't think she's gonna do Shiny apps for a while. That would be hilarious if she does someday. She's been wanting a project to sink her teeth into, so we're going to find her some data and put loose on it. So, on Linux and about to become a proficient R user. Never too late to start using R. Alright, well, I am going to quit on a high note here, so to speak. Again, thank you, Daniel. You literally made all this happen. Yeah, Tidy Tuesday, exactly. I told her about that. She's intrigued by it. Yeah, we'll see what happens. The repo has a whole bunch of interesting data sets, so I've given her some hints. So that would be hilarious if I ever pair a program with her on stream. Not that that would ever really happen, but I have the tech to do it. So thank you, Jackie. Thank you. Daniel's the he made it all happen here. I'm just following instructions, and slowly things start to click in my head about the power of rlang. So, you know, this could end up being valuable for me in many ways as I learn more about metaprogramming. But yeah, the streamer crew always comes together, always solves problems, and makes this so much fun. So wherever you are in the world, wherever you're tuning in all the way from New Zealand like Jackie, or from here in the States like Daniel, thank you for tuning in. I will have the VOD up shortly, and if you want to see all the previous live streams, head to shinydevseries.com for the interviews, I should say. The live streams are on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/shinydeveloperseries. And I got lots of things to work on next year. Could be a really big thing next year. Again, don't want to jinx it, but I'm really excited about it because it came completely unexpected. And we'll see. We'll see. You'll be hearing about it when the time comes right. So no raid tonight. I'm literally gonna hit the hay and prepare for kids that probably wake me up probably before 8 a.m. because when they're on vacation, they don't like to sleep in. So that's the way it goes. All right. Y'all have a great night. Thank you again, everybody. And hopefully I come to you again early next year. So bye for now. Good night. Happy New Year, wherever you are. Safe health. Be healthy, be safe, and safe travels if you're traveling anywhere. Bye-bye, folks. See you later.